Good morning. This is Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, February 12th. This morning, I want to talk about the escalating trade war with China and what it has to do with national security. A lot of people don't really understand or don't know that the very first executive order that Trump signed when he took office, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, the very first one was to declare a national energy emergency. And a lot of people think, oh, that's great, we're going to drill for more oil or whatever it is. And that's half of the story. The other half really are critical minerals, rare earth, because how we talk about energy is really changing in this country. Basically, energy is anything that powers something. So it could be oil and gas, but as his order states, which I spent this morning rereading, we're talking about critical minerals, minerals that power batteries. So whether that's EVs or whatever it is. And Trump, in doing that, in putting that as his first one, he's saying two things. First of all, he's saying that we have to be very careful. We're going to be entering a trade war with China, among other things. China has access, basically a chokehold on a lot of rare earths and critical minerals that are used in our smartphones, in our computer batteries, in EVs, Tesla, whatever it is, a lot of carports and regular batteries, even in gas combustion cars. These rare earths, China has created a monopoly here on the supply chain. Trump announced 10% tariffs on China. China responded by clamping down access to these rare earths by saying, you know what, we sold 1 million pounds last year, for example. This year, we're going to sell 750,000. And we're only going to sell them to companies that basically follow policies that we want, that actually go to America. We'll sell them, let's say, to GM if GM pushes Trump to stop this. So they're trying to use economic leverage. Now, this is part of the great power competition between us and China, but it also creates an opportunity for investors because we have to get rare earth independent or energy independent. And this national emergency actually does a lot of good things for that. And it really pushes a bunch of companies in America to really start digging for these minerals even more. And it unlocks a lot of favorable policy for these companies, basically gives them the green light to go bonkers. And there are a few different companies that we have followed for a while. We talk about this in Breakthrough Wealth. This is a story that we've been following for quite a while. And it looks to get heavier. As China and Trump escalate on top of each other, it just seems very likely that our desire and our need for these minerals is going to get even more important. And even you look at Elon Musk, even Elon Musk, who's been a vociferous defender of China, is backing off. When you put yourself in Elon's perspective, market share is getting just destroyed in China. And the thought is, or the thinking is, that he might end up losing in China. Tesla's getting killed in China these days as BYD and other Chinese companies really just move in on Tesla's territory. So even Tesla and Trump are really trying to push a drive to really become independent of this because it looks like China may close its doors to certain parts of American business. But that's a story that has not revealed itself yet. But right now, there is an opportunity because of this national emergency in rare earth minerals and anything that helps create batteries. And we're going to be talking about this big opportunity that Trump's very first executive order. For us especially, there are companies that are now, on behalf of the Pentagon, the U.S. military, stockpiling these minerals in case it spirals into a conflict with China, and they're stockpiling them in sites all around the homeland. And you can read more about that when we talk about it. Anyway, have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.